Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time. Again, your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Chair One Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However, you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And look, I get a little tongue tied when we talk about some of the people and the good work that they do in our community. Very glad to have two of those people with us now. Miss Houma Johnson, the Executive Director of Girls on the Run. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And a very distinguished person, the Angel Award winner, Miss Ellen Dosky. Ellen, thanks for joining us
Well,
here.
thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's get a little bit of an update on Girls on the Run first before we go into all the accolades for Ellen and all the things that she's done as a part of Girls on the Run and a founder of Girls on the Run many, many years ago. So, I mean, tell us a little bit of an update of how we're doing.
Right now, we are at our registration stage, so we have our sites open. We are currently at 19 sites.
Wow.
Our coaches are registered, they've trained, and I think yesterday when I checked, we were a little over 100 girls registered so far.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
just
we're really
early, right?
excited. Yeah,
Very cool. And again, 19 sites.
19.
Got your coaches, which is really cool. And we've got several events, right?
Yes.
That are coming up. Let's
We
kind of
do.
brief everybody on
We
those.
are so excited again. Jonathan offered for us to pair with Rougarou,
Yep.
which our program is 10 weeks, and the Rougarou falls at our 5-week mark for our season. So the girls can practice for their reindeer run in December at the end of their 10 weeks.
Yeah, and so it's just I love the fact that those things work out from a temporal dimension, right?
Right.
At 5 weeks in when they're doing the part of the program that's the run part, but we know that Girls on the Run is so much more than that. And it really, Ellen, one of those things early on that y'all knew as y'all saw this program, kind of wanting to instill it here with a lot of these girls. It does so much more than just teach them to run.
Oh, absolutely. We always say that it is more than a running program. It is a whole body program that teaches girls how to make good decisions, how to make good friends, and make healthy choices. All of those are included in the curriculum that we use.
Right.
And so it really is more of a whole body approach to training these girls to be good human beings.
Right. And just how to be better at dealing with communication, how to be better with life skills, just some really cool things. And we do it under this mask of running.
Sure, we make it fun for them. You know, the draw is the running and the team atmosphere, but we're all about the individual development. One of our slogans is recognizing the uniqueness in everyone and the girls being able to accept who they are for what they are and accepting others for who they are.
Right. It brings so much value to people identifying and understanding values. It says you're important, and it says other people are important too. That's some of my favorite things about the Girls on the Run program. It's why it's been one of those things that I've been able to follow over the years with you and Laura, and it's just really unique to be able to see kind of this new changing of the guard, right? And all these people so passionate about taking what y'all have brought and carrying that torch.
Yes, Laura and I were my sister Laura Ramirez was we were one of the founders of Girls on the Run here in Terrebonne Parish.
Yeah.
And just this past summer, we recently stepped down from the board to allow the new generation to expand and to grow. We thought it was at a good place and a good time for us to allow others to take on the growth of the program and to continue the work that we had established.
And it is growing, and I know you talk about that with what you and Laura Ramirez have done, but let's talk about people who have recognized that. So tell me how they maybe told you a little bit about this Angel Award and how that came about and the prestigiousness of it.
So I was nominated for an Angel Award that was issued by Blue Cross Foundation. The Blue Cross Foundation honors everyday citizens who impact children's lives in a healthy way. So I was awarded that award recently. It was just announced last month in recognition of the founding of Girls on the Run, but also the work that I do with Family Preservation Court and children in need of care through the court system.
Yeah, and I know you're not going to go through the things about why that's important, but you actually fight for the rights of children every day. You fight for the rights of them being able to be well cared for and to make sure that they have the support that they need, especially in some of that brokenness, right?
Sure. And it's all about the families, too. You know,
Right.
reuniting the families, helping the parents get to the point where they can be good parents. And I think it correlates so well with Girls on the Run because we teach the girls on the run at that young age to make good decisions. And the correlation is when they are young adults and now have children of their own, they still need to continue to make those good decisions. And so those two things really do combine very well. And with Family Preservation Court, we're dealing with parents who have substance use issues
Right.
and addiction. And that is such a strong mental health issue that needs to be addressed, and in order to be a good parent. So those two things combined is helping them overcome that addiction so that they can be good parents.
Well, and the other thing that it does is Girls on the Run sets up this family atmosphere because it draws in the family,
Yes.
right, to be a part of what that program is.
Yes. Part of the program, we have our reindeer run, or our end of the year celebratory 5K.
Right.
Each girl that participates in the program has to have a buddy runner, and we encourage the parents or the family members, the guardians, anyone they want to choose to run the 5K with them. So that sort of gets the parents or the guardians or any member of their family involved in the physical activity as well. So we're bringing it all together, and hopefully the family would continue with those healthy choices.
Yeah. And again, it's just one of those things where, I mean, I'm so very glad that we have people who are taking the vision and the passion and taking that to just newness, right? And growing. And Girls on the Run is growing, you know. So we talk about it every year about the increase in those people and how they're doing that.
We started in Terrebonne Parish, and we've now expanded to Lafourche, and we have a presence in St. Charles, and we're working our way to St. Mary parishes.
Well, we're so very glad for what y'all do. Ellen, congratulations on the award. Very, very happy for you. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. And that will do it for this particular segment of Bayou Time. Don't go anywhere. I like my local programming right here on HTV.